Okay. Oh. So basically, to range someone beyond 400 meters with the ACOG, you want to line up the lines underneath the red reticule up to their pelvis. So you'll see Floydie out there, and if you line up the 4 with his pelvis, you'll see it matches basically exactly with the line, and so that's how you can tell he's at 400 meters. And so at 500, his pelvis would be the same size as the one beneath it, 600, 700, 800, respectively.
Okay, that's 300 meters distant. What we want to do is get your hit V, or whatever your iron sights button is. Bring up the grenade launcher. Now what it'll do, it'll go like an over-the-top view of your rifle with just the highest one on the whole rifle being the tines. Yep. Okay, what you want to do is set up and down. So on the keyboard is range in 50-meter increments. Yeah.
Yep, to 300 meters.
Set to 300. Now aim the center tine of the 4 sight. Put that in the center of mass of the vehicle. Hold your breath and fire.
Roger.
It's a pretty good hit.
Target. 20-meter kill radius. Someone's hurting.
Yeah, that's on. So that's, you try for the other targets, and that's pretty much the point of aim.
Just a quick overview, just in case you guys don't know. Standard 84 has a much bigger black bus than the CSRS version. So you can actually fire CSRS versions inside buildings as long as there's enough room. It won't stop you from killing people, but it helps.
Generally, if you have to fire from inside a room, do it when you're the only person in there.
Yep.
Yeah, you should avoid firing rockets inside buildings.
Probably a bit close, 100 meters.
It's not like the movies at all. So if you guys have your 84 out and you've got it loaded, you'll see with the reticle at 100 meters, the T-72's turret actually fits right in perfectly. So that's your basic main battle tank to keep in mind. So just remember that, like 100 meters, the turret fits in pretty well.
Wait, fits in where?
Between the crosshair.
Yeah, so
it's a cool, good point. Yeah, I don't know the specific names. You know it better than me.
So effectively, you've got the what you're looking through is the rear side of the peephole, and then you've got the foresight, which is the side in front of that, which has got the 3 little spikes. You got the center spike, or center tine, right tine, left tine, and they're basically your brackets. At 100 meters, the T-72's turret only, like just the bulk of the turret, will fit between the left and right tine. That means the target's at 100 meters.
Between the 2 outer prongs, at 400 it's half the hole. At 300 it's about a third of the hole fits in. 200 it's the entire hole, and at 100 only the turret fits in.
Use the same.
just saying that the up and down keys on the keyboard allow you to zero the sight.
Oh yeah, that too. It's clear black blast, isn't it?
The call is BBDA clear, but the idea is that just before you fire, go to third person and flick your head behind, like look around behind you, just make sure there's no one in 45 degrees either side of the launch for about 10 to 20 metres behind you. So it's not just calling if people get out of the road, it's calling it and actually it's your cue to check that it's clear. If it's not clear, you either tell people to get out of the way or you move to a flank. You try and, in a contact situation, you try and fire these things from behind the line or on the flanks. So I'll give a demo. Alright, so just shuffling along. Oh, there's a tank, right? So you take a knee, pull the rocket out, prime it. Look at the target, assess the range. Looking at it and going, that's about 200 metres away because it's filling the entire aperture. I set the sight to 200 metres. I check behind me. BBDA clear because no one's behind me. Firing now.
And as soon as that happens, either go to ground or move off the position.
So if you guys want to do a course on Javelin, just come over here and grab one.
Alright, that's fine. Just grab a clue and a javelin.
And a clue.
Yep.
Which replaces your binoculars, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. No, sometimes night vision. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually throw night vision in the backpack.
Yeah,
Okay.
alright.
So, first thing, if you're going to fire a javelin, you select the javelin first. The clues you can use it as a spotting tool as well, but in this case there's no need because we're going to fire. Then you'll see load the clue, so you load it. Once loaded, go into the console. Once in there, you have to hit N to go to thermal.
I want to move, mate. Wilf, just move off the boxes, mate.
You follow me so far?
Yeah, I got thermal.
Okay. You'll see on the right-hand side, you'll see top and directional, or top and DIR. You can switch between those using tab.
Yeah, that means it goes direct towards it, or it comes down from the top, right?
Exactly. Now, to lock onto a target, so basically the view you're in by default is just for scanning and identifying targets. Once you find a target, so obviously there's T-72s everywhere, so you focus on that area and you hit your plus key, and then it will cut a lot of the view away.
Yeah.
And then over a vehicle, you'll get like a box, and then after a while, it will start having a tone, and once it gets to a solid tone, you'll see a crosshair appears on top of it. That means you're ready to fire.
Oh, okay.
Now this only happens. You have to be in thermal mode and zoomed in for it to lock on. It won't lock on if you're zoomed out or not in thermal mode.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep.
Why want to do that?
Limitation system.
It's safety as well. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Okay. So yeah, once you've got a lock and you're clear on your BBDA at the moment, go ahead and fire off a round.
Sweet.
That round came out of the tube and it looked like it was just going to fall on the ground. It just scraped it.
BBA
Okay.
clear, firing now.
Yeah, you're clear. Okay. Once you fired, the tube's useless like an AT4. So you switch to your primary basically, like you would with firing an AT4. You switch back to your primary as soon as possible and relocate or go to ground.
Mm-hmm.
After which
You're right too.
you still have your clue with you, but your javelin will be obviously your javelin's useless. That's why you have an assistant javelin gunner with you who usually carries the second one to give back to you, or you swap the clue around or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a team. It's crucial weapon due to the weight of the ammo. It's usually the assistant who checks BBDA because you're too busy focusing on the target. Because if you lose the target lock, you can't fire.
Something that I just worked out the other night. If you're an assistant gunner and you're loading 2 missiles on your back, you need to select the first one into your inventory, and then click on the put on back button, and then load the second missile in. That way you can carry 2, gunner can carry 1, so the team has 3.
Yeah. So a javelin team generally won't have anything more than sort of 3 javelin tubes. And I guess the gunner can carry a backpack, but he'll only carry 1 tube and the clue, whereas the assistant will carry 2 more tubes. That gives you 3 missiles.
Okay.